Why would they challenge me to 100 yards? So that's gonna be a tough one. Oh shit. Yeah, the right side covered with this nigga. Left side covered with this nigga. What the fuck that line? Goofy. Last game of the season, fuck it. Why not?
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. Dallas Cowboys taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get it down, but not the rotation across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards and moves the sticks. A lot of running backs, a little bit of disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number that said 200 plus?
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Give up the middle.
Dumb, bro. That was dumb.
At the 50 after a short gain of 2. Look at his defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. Down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done. Just to stop some people. Put it on the ground.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Again, going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it gets us only up to about the 3-yard line. And they're going to bring it back to the line now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely built off. Pretty decent game.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Lines up incomplete, but the contact, he's going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up for a 1st down.
It's a bang-bang play. Maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receivers right to catch the football. The officials are letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Well, that one drops down. Incomplete. Good coverage there. 1st and ball 3. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, you need that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, he's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. And now they're in the hurry-up.
You want your car the cutest car cleaning kit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Yeah, Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. This group, they haven't get much roll through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to give up the football again after this one.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. And he's top 5 getting in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have the first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's tremendous movement right there. Listen, we talk about offensive lines, the best ones. We talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They shakes him off. Flush to his right. He comes his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line. Starts the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. We're scoreless after 1. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. C.D. Lamb with it. Will make a catch. The Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive with 6 points. Good bounce back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 takes him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never...
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the block punt and convert it into 6 points.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say,
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
they've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Prescott from the gun on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to get the team to the comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well.
Offense here set to begin the drive. It's a 7-point lead. They'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark it down at the 39. He'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. As they started interrupting, the flags came out almost immediately.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hands it off out of the gun. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. And just 30 seconds left in this first half. A timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather. Now sends this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not at a premium here. 154 yards for him on the ground now as he's been terrific here this afternoon. Prescott from the gun. This is caught. It's Brown. And nothing after the catch here as he's dropped right on the spot at the 57, but in plus territory. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Gets it in there to get enough for a count for first down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Ball on the 30 now. Here's the 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. Here's a handoff off the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. From the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got it in the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now to Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was to the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. They need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they'll keep leaning on the run game. Back to the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 2nd down and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game. The key to good rushing defense is still having their linebackers set the edge.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's this man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And essentially, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful when you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think that's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, use a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cut it downfield.
Here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down throw for Prescott. Quick throw to Freeman on the slant. And brought down, but never really get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll throw again. Prescott.
Let's go!
No battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, so they just throw it out into the book, doesn't it? Because 2 scores already. Just want to possess the football. Keep converting and picking up first downs.
About set for this next drive of the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're above the bench right now, you shaking hands with your teammate. You're hugging him, give him a dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless and take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here. This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them a chance to pass their stats in, man. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Yeah. That is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far. I have that. They're certainly hoping in that call now by getting the fans back into this one.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But you do read man coverage, Brandon. The drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Play action now, Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Gregory Rousseau. They will get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And now this ball picked up by the offense. And here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll look to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Bills are going to... So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 41. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. 3rd and 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. Well, we just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcomes in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Dallas, they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but can stand to get deeper and younger all around. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.